Want to learn for free on YouTube but don't know where to start? There are thousands of videos on the subject, but you don't want to spend hours of your time sifting through video after video until you find one that's really helpful. But don't worry, I did the work for you. These are the videos I think you should check out to learn the basics to creating your own comic, graphic novel or manga as a beginner. What do you learn first? Start with understanding what story is. These 3 videos will help you. How to tell compelling stories with your creative work with Brian McDonald of Belief Agency, number 086. Creating characters from your story's theme with Brian McDonald, Paper Wings Show number 28. And creating characters from your story's theme, part 2, with Brian McDonald, Paper Wings Show number 29. Speed up the videos to get through them in less time. Once you do, I have a challenge for you. Pick 3 stories you really like. They can be from TV, movies or comics, doesn't matter. Based on what you've learned, can you tell someone what the stories you chose are about? But it has to be as simple as possible. Take the movie Jaws. To simplify, it's a film about how a man overcame his fear of the water. Now that we know what a story is, how do you tell one? The best way is with a framework. A structure. Without one, your stories will be an absolute mess to follow. Check out these 2 videos. Toy Story 3, Mistakes Made, Lessons Learned. And Endings, The Good, the Bad, and the Insanely Great by Michael Arndt. This video is another solid breakdown, this time of a 4-act structure. Skip to 12 minutes and 50 seconds into the video. Writing for Animation, Animation 101. For the aspiring mangaka, this video is the best explanation of Kisho Tenketsu. Kisho Tenketsu Explained. By the Cyber Imbiber. When you've finished watching those videos, here's a new challenge for you. Pick one story. Then break it down according to what you've learned. With this foundation set, we can now get to the visuals. Here are videos I'd recommend to learn how to compose your comics. Shot Types. And Rule of Thirds and Depth by John Tyndall. Mastering Composition plus Cinematography with Will Smith. And episodes 1 to 4 of the Shot List. I know these 7 videos are specific to film. But the principles apply to comics and manga. Once you feel you have an understanding, grab one of your favorite comics or manga. See if you can spot the different shot types, compositions and camera angles as you go through the pages. Can you name what you see? Now these next videos are specific to manga, but don't worry comic book artists, these principles still apply to North American comics. Just flip in your mind the reading direction. Instead of right to left, it's left to right. These are the videos to check out. Sound and Movement, Writing True Manga Brilliance. The Best Visual Manga Experiences, Dragon Ball and One Punch Man. How to Draw Manga Like Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball by Totally Not Mark. The Legendary Paneling of Dragon Ball, a tribute to Akira Toriyama. After this set of videos, pick up that favorite comic or manga again. This time, pick a page. Follow the flow. Is the page layout in such a way that makes reading the comic a breeze? Why or why not? Now the methods taught in these 2 videos may feel a little counter to what is shared so far, but I've been finding working this way speeds up the process quite a bit for me as opposed to writing out a full script first. Stan Lee, The Marvel Method and Niers Yoko Taro at GDC 2014, Making Weird Games for Weird People. If you're feeling more confident at this point, let's challenge ourselves to make a comic. Minimum 4 panels, max 18. Don't worry about the quality of the art. The point is to 1, get you to apply what we're learning. And 2, to have a feel for how you'd like to tell your stories. As an added challenge, let's tell the story without dialogue. Speaking of dialogue, a good video that I found helpful in this area is this one. The Key to Writing Freakishly Good Dialogue video essay. The next challenge is to practice writing some dialogue between 2 characters. Maximum 5 lines of dialogue per person. Do your best to apply the techniques shared in the video. Last up is the basics of character design. But, I highly recommend understanding the elements and principles of art first. They're the building blocks to a great character design. If we don't know the elements and principles of art, we'll cut ourselves off at the knees and severely limit our creative potential. Without knowing the elements and principles, we won't have the know-how to know what makes a character design good, and how to make a character design better. Check out this playlist Elements and Principles of Art, Explained. By the channel Winged Canvas. For our next challenge, test yourself to see if you can remember all the elements and principles of art. Bonus points if you can write a brief description of each. Now for the videos about character design. Good versus bad character design, tips and tricks. And what makes a good character design? For the penultimate challenge, create character designs for the 2 characters for the dialogue you made. And for the final challenge, create a comic or manga based on the dialogue with these 2 characters. Minimum, 4 panels, maximum, 18 panels. And that's it. Hopefully, this was really helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching and God bless.